heard exclusively on TuneIn, watched on Big 12 Studios, brought to you the Full-Time Fan by Modelo. This is the Big 12 Conference. This is a different league. He's Ari, and I'm James, and we welcome in the Big 12 Vice President of Women's Basketball. Dayna Scherf joins us here on Big 12 today. Dayna, good morning.
Good morning, both of you. How are you doing?
We are fantastic and super excited for what will be taking place on Sunday with TCU hosting ESPN's College Game Day for the first time ever. The women's basketball top 15 showdown between TCU and Baylor. Just what are the implications and what does this mean for the conference to be on display in this way?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously huge for the conference. It's a marquee matchup. It's going to be down to the wire once again, very similar to last year with Baylor and TCU in the final game of the season. Just a great showcase for all that the league has accomplished during the year. There's still so much up in the air right now with our league and with our seeding for the tournament. Also, that day will be great because it'll be the last top 16 reveal during that game day. So hopefully we can get another team in that top 16 and just get ready for the tournament and a great week of action in Kansas City.
Dayna, what's top of mind for you right now? Obviously you're super busy. This is your busiest time of year. What's top of mind for you right now as you kind of survey your big picture stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that are top of my mind. Probably not one thing. Obviously, getting ready for the tournament is huge, but probably even more important is just letting the country know, letting the committee know just how good our teams are and how deep our league is, and the parity that we have in our league is really, I think, stronger than any of the other Power Four conferences. So that is a focus right now, is just to do that storytelling, why we deserve 9 teams in the tournament. We have 9 teams in the league that are above 500 in conference play. If you look at history, 95% of those teams, that's 140 out of 147 previously, have made the NCAA tournament. So I just want to help get that word out that just there's so much good basketball in the Big 12, top to bottom, that every night is a battle.
Dayna, can you run through that stat one more time, and then how many teams in the Big 12 ideally? Like what's the number that you're pushing for to be in the field?
Yes, 9. We have 9 teams that are above 500 in conference play. So if you go back in time, all the Big 12 teams that have been above 500 in conference play, 140 out of 147 have made the NCAA tournament.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's an incredible number. Obviously, there's more that goes into selection than just the conference play, but I think that is a great indicator of the strength of the teams.
I think TCU the last couple of years, what a feature for the Big 12 to highlight some just unique and incredible players with Haley last year and now Olivia Miles this year. Can you just kind of touch on how big of a deal that's been for the league to have, some incredible athletes competing?
Yeah, I mean, these are players that are really the face of women's basketball, the face of college women's basketball. Obviously, Haley was tremendous for TCU, and it was great for her personal journey as well as the league. And then with Olivia, the triple-double numbers and just the craziness of that. I mean, 5 triple-doubles this year. It's, in the realm of Caitlin Clark and matching those figures, it's just incredible. Like night in, night out, you don't know what's going to happen, what she's going to do. And obviously with that Baylor game where she went off with 24 points in the third quarter. You just never know. It's every night is something special is going to happen.
Talking with Dayna Scherf, the Vice President of Women's Basketball for the Big 12 Conference. And just one more time to highlight, ESPN's College Game Day will be in Fort Worth for the TCU-Baylor matchup on Sunday. It's the first time that the show will be on campus for a Big 12 women's basketball game. It's an hour-long show that's also going to include the second reveal of the NCAA women's top 16 seeds. So a lot going on. Dayna, can you take us behind the scenes a little bit and how the process works? Like, do you guys kind of propose, hey, to ESPN, we think you should come and highlight this game and be on this campus? And then, how do they make their what all goes into that?
Yeah, I mean, Kari Black does a great job for us in the relationship with ESPN and our TV partners throughout the year. So there's ongoing dialogue throughout the year with our ESPN reps about our teams and the strength of our teams and the players and the storylines. And, we knew this when this game was scheduled. I mean, it was purposely scheduled when it was. So we had hoped that there would be a chance. And the way that the season has played out, once again, those are two of our top teams with just marquee players, and it's just a great honor for them to come to TCU and finish off the regular season, on game day.
Dayna, I want to get your thoughts on the ASB glass floor. The announcement made a couple of weeks ago by the Big 12 that both the men's and women's tournaments will be held on that glass floor. I guess take us through kind of your thoughts on that, and when Brett came to you with the idea, and or however the genesis of the idea was.
Yeah, no, it's going to be phenomenal. I mean, it's kind of solidifies us as an innovator and industry leader, and just trying to do new and different things. And the teams that have practiced on it have been very receptive to it. There's just so much possibility you can do with it. We probably won't unlock everything this year. We obviously want to respect the integrity of the game during play with minimal, activations, but there'll be a lot of fun things during timeouts and breaks and halftime, and it just be some really cool things that you just never thought possible before. We've always played on a wood floor, right? So to play on this surface and with its capabilities is going to be really fun.
Dayna, when will the floor be installed in the arena? Like, how many days before the tournament begins? And then is there like a test run? Will teams, I know they have their shoot-arounds, but will they arrive a little bit earlier? Will somebody kind of test it in terms of a full practice with a scrimmage-style setting?
Yeah, so the floor will go in Friday. So that's just coming up here in a couple days. And it's quite the project.
The first career start for Dayna,
and he wins this. And then they'll build obviously the rest of the arena set around that. The teams, so a lot of our teams have practiced on it already. It's housed in Orlando right now, or there is a court in Orlando with that surface. So we will. So it will be set up Friday, and then we'll have opportunity to do a run through and those sort of things. The teams that have not practiced on it in Orlando do have an opportunity for a little bit additional time on it if they choose. But yeah, Tuesday at 1:30 is when our practices start. So we'll just make sure we're ready to go by then. But it will be set up Friday in Kansas City.
Awesome. Cool stuff. And one last thing for me, Dayna, we want to give you the floor to kind of sell Big 12 Nation and Big 12 fans on heading to Kansas City, taking in the women's basketball tournament. It's before the men and just all the great teams that are going to be there, and how it's a true, like, if you like basketball, you're going to love this in Kansas City. It's a whole family thing.
It is. It's great basketball, 15 games over 5 days, just incredible teams. As I spoke to the parity, we have no idea what's going to happen with the drama on the court. Plus, you can come see the glass floor as well, which is something unique that has not been done before in competition. There's the Fan Fest right outside has been expanded. There'll be some new elements there. That will be a lot of fun, including some gaming. A gaming truck for those that are into that. So there's going to be some additional items there and activations with our sponsors. You have the Power and Light District right there. Of course, you have all the great barbecue in Kansas City. We have a lot of fun theme nights planned throughout the tournament. So each session will be a little different and have a different focus during the women's event. So just really encourage folks to come out. It's a great opportunity to see the best basketball players in the country and the best teams in the country, as well as some of the very best coaches in the country.
Awesome stuff. Well said. Cannot wait for College Game Day on Sunday. Dayna Scherf, Big 12 Vice President of Women's Basketball, joining us on Big 12 today. Dayna, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you. Anytime.
Dayna Scherf, Big 12 Vice President of Women's Basketball. TCU set to host ESPN College Game Day. First time that Game Day will be on a Big 12 campus ever for TCU and Baylor, a top 15 matchup. This Sunday, it starts at 10 a.m. Central.
Yeah, I mean, Game Day's been a regular in Big 12 on the men's side, so to get it on the women's side is huge. And look, I mean, TCU's been a huge feature, and there's a really good race shaping up here to finish the season for the Big 12 women's regular season. TCU is up, but only by a game on Baylor and West Virginia, I believe. Mm-hmm. And West Virginia just held Oklahoma State to 40 points in the game. Oklahoma State's one of the top offenses in college basketball on the women's side. 83 points a game they average. West Virginia's defense held them to 40. More than half of their average. It's insane. So, I think the tippy top of the Big 12 on the women's side, Baylor, TCU, West Virginia, those are three teams that can make runs in March.
The what top?
Tippy top.
The tippy top. The tippy top. That's a personal fave. So the Big 12 enters the week with, let's see, I just had it, 4 Big 12 teams inside the top 25. TCU number 11, West Virginia number 17, Baylor number 18, and Texas Tech number 20. That was coming into the week. And then the Big 12 is also one of just 2 leagues to have at least 75% of its teams ranked inside the top 60 of the net. So Dayna noted 140 of 147 teams that have been above 500 in Big 12 play have made the NCAA tournament. It's an insane number. And really, I think the cut line comes down to Arizona State's 22-7, 9-7 in Big 12 play. They should be in. Utah's fascinating to me. They're 18-11, but they're 9-8 in Big 12 play, and they have a top 10 win, and they have 2 top 25 wins, which are hard to come by.
And Colorado has now won 5 straight, I believe. 5 straight. So, yeah, I think it's, 8 teams right now looks like they're firmly in position around the bubble in the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Utah just beat Colorado last night. That ended Colorado's 5-game winning streak, but they've won 5 of 6, and they're hot. They're hot in the Big 12. All right, coming up next, off-season optimism for football is
mandatory.
It's mandatory. Very matter of fact, it's mandatory. Coming up next, we'll grade the Big 12
Would you think it's anything other than mandatory?
We'll look at some of the coaching takeaways from this last cycle and grading the Big 12 transfer classes coming up around the corner. This is Big 12 Today on Big 12 Radio. Also watching us on the Big 12 Fast Channel, Big 12 Studios, brought to you by Modelo.